You got paid on Friday. By Tuesday, your money is gone. And you have no idea why. You didn't go on vacation. You didn't buy anything crazy. You just lived your normal life. And somehow, it's all gone. If that sentence just hit somewhere in your chest, stay with me. Because what I'm about to share is something most financial advice will never say out loud. Meet Daniel. He's 31, works a steady job in Chicago, takes home around $4,300 every month. On paper, Daniel should be fine, but here's the pattern Daniel noticed about himself. Something that confused him for years. Every time he got a raise, it disappeared. Every time he had a good month, it disappeared, no matter what. By the 25th, he was sitting at $87 in his checking account, holding his breath until payday. He wasn't gambling, he wasn't splurging, he was just living a normal life. And for years, he told himself the same thing. I'm just bad with money. He was wrong. And what he realized next is something most people spend their entire lives never figuring out. Here's what Daniel finally figured out. It wasn't him, it was the pattern. Every raise he got in his 20s, $47,000, then $49,000, then $52,000. His lifestyle quietly expanded to match it. A slightly nicer apartment, a slightly better car, more yes to dinners with friends, all reasonable, all normal. Economists call this lifestyle inflation. Daniel just calls it the trap he didn't know he was walking into, because nobody taught him the one rule that separates people who build wealth from people who don't. You have to build a wall between what you earn and how you live. Without that wall, every dollar you make finds somewhere to go, every single time. Here is a number that I need you to sit with for a second. Nearly 40% of Americans cannot cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money or selling something. $400 in one of the richest countries in the world. One car repair, one hospital copay, one broken water heater, and nearly half the country is in crisis. Daniel was in that 40% for years. And here's what nobody ever told him. It wasn't a character flaw, it was a missing system. Let's build that system right now. So what is actually going wrong? Most people assume it's the small stuff. The daily coffee, the streaming subscriptions, the occasional takeout. And here's the truth. Nobody wants to say out loud. If cutting coffee worked, most people would already be rich. That's not the problem. Here is the real problem. And it is one sentence. You save whatever is left. And there is always a way for nothing to be left. Think about your own routine. You get paid, you pay rent, handle the bills, live your life. Then, if anything is left, you call it savings. But life always fills that gap. Always. Daniel did this for 8 years. Same cycle, same result, same $87 every month. The order of those steps was the entire problem. One evening in late November, sitting at his sister's kitchen table after dinner, dishes still out, the TV on low in the background. She slid a piece of paper across to him. No laptop, no app, just a pen and 3 columns. Income, savings, everything else. She looked at him and said something he still thinks about today. Daniel, stop saving what's left after spending. Start spending what's left after saving. The next payday, Daniel set up one automatic transfer, $300. The moment his check hit, it moved into a separate account at a different bank, one he couldn't easily access from his phone. He didn't see it. He didn't touch it. He built his life around what remained. Month 1, uncomfortable. Month 2, manageable. Month 4, he barely noticed. Month 12, Daniel had $3,600 saved for the first time in his adult life. Same job, same salary, same city, different order. Now I know exactly what you're thinking. $300. I don't have $300 to spare. Good, because Daniel didn't either at first. The amount is not the point. The habit is. Start with $20. Start with $10, even $5. Here's what actually happens when you start saving. Even a small amount. You stop being someone who can't save money. You become someone who does. That shift in how you see yourself is worth more than any budgeting app on the market. Identity changes behavior, always. Daniel's sister left him with one more idea that night. She called it the 3 walls. Wall 1, survive, your emergency fund. 3 months of basic living expenses. This comes first, before investing, before anything else. It is your protection against life breaking down. Wall 2, grow, your investment account. Index funds, retirement savings, money working while you sleep. Once your survive wall stands, every extra dollar starts building here. Wall 3, enjoy, everything that's left. Spend it without guilt. No tracking every meal, no spreadsheet anxiety. You've already protected yourself and your future. Now you live. Most people build only wall 3. They spend first and hope what's left will protect them later. Daniel rebuilt in the right order, and everything that felt impossible before became a matter of time. Here is exactly what you do this week. Not this month, this week. Step 1. Open a second savings account at a different bank. Separation creates distance. Distance creates discipline. Make it slightly inconvenient to access on impulse. Step 2. Set up one automatic transfer for the day after payday. Any amount, $10, $25, $50. It does not matter right now. What matters is that it moves before you see it. Step 3. Write your 3 walls on paper right now. What is your survive number? What is your grow goal? What does your enjoy life actually cost? Make it real. Put it somewhere you will see it. 3 steps. Before Friday, no financial advisor, no stock market knowledge, no 6-figure income, just a system. Daniel still lives in Chicago. Same job, same salary, but he sleeps differently now. Not because he's rich, because he's not afraid anymore. That feeling, the quiet confidence of knowing your money has a plan, that is available to you. Starting this week, if you've spent years telling yourself you're just bad with money, let that story go today. You were never bad with money. You were never taught how money actually works. Now you know. Nothing changes next Friday, unless you change what you do before it. Subscribe to Money Harbor every Friday. One story, one strategy, one step. Because safe money habits aren't just for the wealthy. They're for anyone willing to start. See you next Friday.